Hi, I am Ayushi Rawat and welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss the September Leetcode challenge, day 6 problem, image overlap. Now let's have a look at the problem statement. Two images A and B are given, represented as binary square matrices of the same size. A binary matrix has only zeros and ones as values. We translate one image, however, we choose by sliding it left, right, up or down any number of units and place it on the top of the other image. After the overlap of this translation is the number of positions that have a 1 in both images. Note that also translation does not include any kind of rotation. What is the largest possible overlap here? Okay, now let's look at the example. Input A and B, we have two matrices here and the output is 3. They say we slide A to the right by 1 unit and down by 1 unit. Okay, now let's understand this. There can be multiple approach for this problem, but I will show you two here. In order to calculate the number of ones in the overlapping zone, we should shift one of the images. Once the image is shifted, it is intuitive to count the numbers. Therefore, we could come up with all possible overlapping zones by shifting the image matrix and then simply count within each overlapping zone. The image can be shifted in 4 directions as we know: up, down, left and right. We could represent the shifting with 2-axis coordinate as you can see in the image here, where x-axis will indicate the shifting on directions left and right, whereas y-axis will indicate the shifting of up and down. For instance, let's consider the coordinate 1 and 1. 1 and 1 will represent that we shift the matrix to the right by 1 and up by 1 as well. One important thing to be considered here is shifting one matrix to a direction will be equivalent to shifting the other matrix to the opposite direction, in sense that we could have the same overlapping zone at the end. Okay? For example, by shifting matrix A to a step on the right is same as shifting matrix B to a step on left by 1. But there's a drawback with this approach. We can scan through those zones that are filled with zeros over and over, even though these zones are not of our interest. And because of that, a follow-up question arises. Can we focus on the cells with 1? Yes, actually, we can. The idea here is that we filter out those cells with 1 in each matrix and then apply linear transformation to align the cells. Here, we define a 2-dimension coordinate which we could use to assign a unique coordinate in each cell in a matrix, such that I is equals to x of I and y of I coordinates. We can obtain a new position of the cell by applying this linear transformation. For example, to shift the cell to the right by 1 and to up by 1, we have to apply transformation vector v, that is 1, 1. The new index of the cell can be obtained by I plus v, that is I plus v will have coordinates xi plus 1 and y of I plus 1. Moving forward, if we are given two matrices, we have two non-zero cells respectively in the matrices. Moving forward, if we have two matrices, then we have two non-zero cells respectively in the matrices as P of A and P of B. P of A with coordinates xa, ya and P of B with coordinates x of b, yb. To align these cells together, we need a transformation vector v a of b, which will have coordinates xb minus xa and yb minus ya. So that P of A plus V of AB will be equal to PB. Now, the key insight here is that the cell in the same overlapping zone should share same linear transformation vector. so that we can use the transformation vector AB as a key to the group to all non-zero cell alignment between both the matrices. Here each group will represent non-overlapping zone. So the size of overlapping zone would also be the size of group as well. This should become more clearer to you as we code. Without much of ado, let's quickly dive into the code. Here I'll be using the default dictionary. I will declare two temporary lists and then run a loop through A. Inside the two loops, I'll check if any element of A is equal to 1, I'll append that in temporary list 1 and will do the same for B. I am using extra pair of parentheses to insert a coordinate here. Now I will declare an integer result and initialize it to 0 and run loops through temp1 list and temp2 list in order to get the maximum overlapping. I will store this inside a dictionary. At the end, I will return the result. Now let's try running our code. Now let's try submitting it. And it's done. You can find the code in my description box. Please like and subscribe my channel for more such videos. Thank you for watching.